Hi, YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael, also! And once again, you are allowed to comment about my stunning, gorgeous locks of hair. I'm on a blow drying my own hair journey and not just letting it air dry every day journey. Um, and this is what you get. I think I did such a good job today. I mean, I think it could be better. We're working on it. Like I said, it's a journey. But please absolutely comment on it. I would love that. I would really appreciate that. I really love being affirmed. I absolutely am fishing for compliments here. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, today we are here. Do we have anything special that we say about the old chickens by the lake? It's been so long since I've covered her over here on Twitch, over here on the Twitch re-upload channel. I can't really remember if there are things that we say about her. We call her Miss Shell. We call her Cocks by the Lagoon. Actually, that's what Willow said in the chat earlier. We call her Pigeons by the pond. We call her ducks by the delta. The delta, like, at the end of a river, there's the river delta. You know, Miss Shell. It has been a while since we watched Chickens by the Lake. At some point after she reacted to me, reacting to her, reacting to me, or something like that. At some point after that all happened, her videos just got really long and insufferable. Oh, and you know what? We did talk about how she ate her chicken Marsha, allegedly, according to Adam Barta. Oh yeah, birds by the bayou, burbs by the bay. Yeah, anyways, we're reacting to her because a couple weeks ago, somebody did in fact comment on my YouTube re-upload channel. Maybe actually it might have been my main channel. They commented somewhere on YouTube that Miss Shell was starting a podcast. And I was like, oh, that is interesting. That's fascinating. But I thought in my head, I was like, there's no way that Miss Ma'am, like, I'm ever going to be able to react to a podcast because her regular normal videos are already like 30 minutes to an hour long in general. And so I was just like, I'm never probably going to react to a podcast. But anyways, I did want to just go check in on her. Like, when I do my rounds of trying to decide what I want to react to every day, I usually go through and look at the some of the standard channels we've reacted to over time here, just to see what they're up to. And I saw this post that said link to my podcast channel. And so I was like, let's just go see what she's doing on her podcast channel. And this is it. It's the Let's Talk podcast, very creative. The About section says, join me to talk about all kinds of things, very creative. And the actual videos themselves, the longest one she has on here is about 14 minutes long. So what makes this a podcast? I'm not sure. Outside of maybe she just wanted a place to talk her shit or something like that. I don't know. Like maybe she felt like she needed a second channel where she could just yap. But also that's kind of her vibe anyways. So I don't know why she created this. It's not really giving it's not necessarily giving podcast. So the videos she has is Let's Talk My First Video, and this has a picture of Donald Trump in the thumbnail. The second one says reacting to the left meltdowns. I don't know how a reaction video is necessarily a podcast, but okay. There's nothing worse than a Trump supporter besides a Canadian Trump supporter. Also, important to note that, yes, Miss Shell is in fact Canadian, and actually, like, not that American politics don't affect other countries, because they absolutely certainly do, but it is fascinating that she maybe is seemingly a Trump supporter. I don't actually know that, but I'm just making that assumption because, like, what liberal person is making a video called reacting to the left meltdowns, you know? So here we are. Michelle has free healthcare so she can shut the fuck up. That's what Jamie in the chat said. So, all that to be said. Oh, and then this last one is, let's talk about women's rights, shall we? So that's what we're getting into today. I just want a little sneak peek into what Michelle is doing on her podcast. So maybe also as a note, she's probably going to say some shit we don't like, or most people in this chat probably don't agree with. I think maybe if you're still potentially feeling some type of way, I think I'm just going to watch her most recent one where she talks about women's rights. I think I'm just gonna watch that one. So maybe we can avoid some aspects of like election talk, because I know a lot of people still feel several different types of ways about that, and that might not be everybody's cup of tea. But the reality is this might not be anybody's cup of tea anyways. It might not be anybody's cup of tea anyways. So, I don't know. I just wanted to see what she's doing with this alleged podcast. And maybe this will be the first and last time we watch it. I don't know. Hard to say. Why do I have a feeling that these women's rights are going to be her being women wrong? I think I understand what you tried to do with that sentence, but I also don't fully understand. She should try journaling. Maybe. I have a feeling this one is going to be worse somehow. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. This is the one we're going to watch. I do love that she's got a whole entire ass little podcast looking ass microphone. Love that. She said, I'm investing in my channel. I'm investing in all of this. Oh, this might be turfy. I bet it could be. I bet it could be. Oh, and on Trans Day of Remembrance of all things, I hope it's not turfy. Because today, also, by the way, is Trans Day of Remembrance. Support trans people over here on the Zachary Michael Twitch channel, and Zachary Michael also, and just Zachary Michael in general. It's trans rights all day, every day. I, myself, am non-binary, and if you have a problem with that, you're at the wrong place. Does Zach have a Discord? You could put exclamation Discord in the chat, and it should pull it up for you, Queen Puppy Cat. Are those books behind her? I want to see what Michelle is reading. I think those are DVDs. If I'm being honest, they look like DVD cases to me. They're the size of all of them are too consistent to be books, I think. I think they are too, like, you know how like DVD cases are all generally the same size, but books are often not. I think those are all, yeah. But look at the little chicken figurines on top. Those are fun. Those are fun. Hi, J Shep. Welcome. Glad you're here, bestie. Okay, if you are ready, and even if you're not ready, but you're just here for whatever comes, put some 69s in the chat. And I'm going to turn off the alerts, because I just saw Marcia talk in the chat, and I was like, oh my god, heaven forbid I leave that on and Marcia sends one of her doozies. Heaven forbid. The YouTubies would be up in arms. No, I'm happy to have Marcia here. She hasn't been here in a second, and she sent some bits earlier before we started recording for YouTube, and I was just like, it feels like home. I'm gonna warn ya, it starts off turfy. Do with that what you will. Alright, well, we're just gonna lean into it. Also, the other fun thing that we can always do here is not watch it all. Like, if it's too much, we can nope out of this shit whatever we want. That's the thing that I love about my YouTube channels. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. I can tell y'all are very excited about this. Oh, wow. I just looked at the transcript. No spoilers. No spoilers. It also, you know, it's been a while since I really got to drag Miss Shell. So if she wants to come talk some shit, we can talk some shit, Miss Shell. We sure can. We sure can. I checked the transcript and yikes. Oof. Okay. Oof. All right. Well, I guess content warning. It sounds like she's gonna say some shit, you know? So enter, leave, do what you need to do, protect your peace, protect your sanity, do what you gotta do. All right, besties. I no offense taken if you yourself nope out of this stream, this reaction, whatever it might be. Michelle is often problematic, so sometimes she needs to be checked. Because who else will check her? I think famously Sheree, Sheree from Real Housewives of Atlanta said, "Who gonna check me, boo?" And I'm gonna check Michelle. That's what we're gonna do here today. All right, let's just get into it. Now y'all got me kind of nervous. You're telling me she ate her own chicken and she's a transphobe? Potentially, allegedly. I don't know. I haven't watched the video yet. Like, how are we neighbors? Oh, wait. Like, I know we are neighbors, but why does she care so much about us? I don't know, bestie. All right, let's just get into it and we'll assess from there.
Hello.
Wait, would it be passive-aggressive if I dilate my neo-vagina while we watch this? I think live your truth. I think live your truth. Please.
Hello, everyone. Well, now that I got everybody's attention, I thought we'd talk about some women's rights. So we get it right, okay? Let's talk about women's rights.
Poe's already worked up. Poe is already worked up. Poe is already worked up. You okay, buddy? It's fine. I won't let Michelle hurt you.
Right is protecting women from men in women's bathrooms. Okay? Even our little girls.
Respectfully, just immediately. Also, yeah, I don't know what this mic quality is doing. I don't know that it's helping. I don't know that it's helping anything. But also just like, notably, there have been no cases of actual trans women like doing anything to any woman in a bathroom. Okay? Like, it just has not happened. These like this over conflating of worry for what trans women are doing in bathrooms outside of just shitting and pissing is crazy. All right. She can't even get her conservative talking points out in a complete sentence. She's looking at her screen like there's a script. I mean, listen, I've never come to a Michelle video expecting like strong, coherent thoughts.
Do you want men in women's bathrooms? Yeah, okay. So
And also, is she high? She's like, yeah, okay. Like she's giving a little high. Zach, they're not shitting. Women don't poop. Everybody poops. She's doing that's a Joe Rogan impression. Y'all, I gotta be honest with you. I have never watched. The only Joe Rogan content I've ever watched was Fear Factor back in the day. This argument points towards predatory men of our society as the culprit, not trans women. Exactly. No, it's so real. Like, the concern doesn't come from women. The concern comes from predatory men who assault women, which is famously not trans women.
in my country, the idiot running our country insists on having women's tampons in men's bathrooms. Okay?
And Michelle, what exactly does that hurt? Let's say no man uses it ever. right? Let's say there are tampons in a men's restroom and no man touches it. Not a single man touches it when they go into the bathroom. Like, let's say this is magically happening everywhere. Who is that hurting? Who is that hurting? You know how many also like bathrooms I've been in of like my friends who use tampons and they have tampons in there and I simply don't use them because I don't need a tampon? Like, it's literally hurting nobody. What is the concern? Like, what is the actual concern? What is that gonna do?
Like, hello?
I also don't know anything about Canadian law, so if y'all tell me also that, like, that's not even true, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm just operating in this world where Michelle thinks it is true.
Men need tampons in their bathrooms. Where are they going to stick them? Up there. Maybe you can explain to me.
Well, I will explain to you, Michelle. Like, some men have vaginas. Some men are trans. All right. Great. On to the next.
I'll understand. Well, the person running our country thinks tampons belong in men's washrooms.
Also, like, there also exists worlds where, like, men have to get tampons for their partners, their wives, their whoever, whatever. Why is this a concern to you, Michelle? Has Bruce never been confronted with the concept of a tampon before? Like, I really don't understand. I really don't understand. There exist worlds where sometimes a woman must use the men's restroom. Also true. You can't hear her? Do I need to turn her up? I can turn her up a little bit. I can turn her up a bit.
Okay, so that's a woman's right. Keep men out of women's washrooms.
Also, like, is there? What I'm also confused about is there like a large epidemic of like men going into women's washrooms? Like, is this also even actually happening, regardless of like trans women, etc.? Like, that's just also what I really don't understand. It's like a made up talking point to get people fired up, right? It's a made up talking point to get people fired up and to make people scared of trans people. It's to ignite fears about trans people. It's not actually about really caring about women being attacked.
Second, women's rights would be to keep men out of women's sports.
Also a made up fucking talking point. The actual percentage of trans people who play in these sports is like so fucking small. It's so fucking small. We're literally talking like the smallest of percentages of trans people that are trying to play these sports. Again, just literally like fear-mongering.
Like, men should not be competing in women's sports.
Michelle, you're a loser. What sport are you reasonably playing in anyways, Michelle? I'd love to see your ass attempt to do any sport. Outside of running your fucking mouth. Try that. Do that challenge. Go play basketball challenge. Go play some ice hockey challenge. You're from Canada. Like, I'd like to see your ass attempt a sport. Alright? Like, stop worrying about other people playing sports when was the last time you attempted any kind of physical activity outside of shopping at your local Costco? Please be fucking serious, Michelle. Like, I care about your opinion about sports.
Also,
this is very scripted. The way she had to pause and restart her scripted conservative talking point 3 times there Please be serious.
Illegals out of the country.
I thought this was about women's rights. Also, why the fuck are you concerned about who's coming into or out of America? Or maybe she's talking about Canada still? For what reason are we talking about immigration? This is about women's rights. What does immigration have to do with this? Really, truly go fuck yourself, Michelle. You know who... The thing is that not everybody needs a podcast. Not everybody needs one of these microphones.
Mr. President Donald Trump wants to protect women.
He's not your fucking president. You don't live in America. And I'm so confused on what immigration has to do with protecting women.
These people can do very, very bad things.
You're a racist and xenophobic. Please shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You ate your own fucking chicken. Your pet chicken. You ate your pet chicken. Shut the fuck up.
And Mr. President wants to protect women. That's women's rights, okay?
You are ludicrous. Did you see that? She's so bad at this. Watch her, look for her next talking point and realize, I need to pause the camera and get myself together. Watch. Watch right here.
We should only be so lucky in Canada to have someone like that.
You want to talk about protecting women? Literally, Donald Trump has been convicted of assaulting women. Please be fucking serious. What women is he protecting? The women he assaulted? Certainly not them.
Person running our country wants to let everyone in. Let them all in. Let them all in. You know? And Mr. President, he's got a dream team.
Girly pop, come to America then. Come live here. Come live here. Jesus.
He's got a dream team. Donald Trump, Mr. President.
She's so annoying.
His dream team is gonna fix it all for America. You guys are so lucky.
His dream team, by the way, which includes Linda McMahon, the wife of Vince McMahon, the guy that runs the WWE, being in charge of the Department of Education when she has no education background whatsoever. At least Betsy DeVos worked in fucking private-ass charter schools and ruining... at least there was some connection to education she had, although she was... grossly, unqualified. This feels like a troll. There does seem to be, I think she believes these things, but it seems like, what I will say is it does feel a little bit like she's intentionally trying to rage bait a little bit. It seems like she's trying to get folks worked up. I will say that. She's trying to trigger the libs, is what it feels like. So maybe I should just respond to everything with, why'd you eat your chicken? Michelle, why did you eat your chicken? Why did you kill and eat your chicken?
Pray for us in Canada with our tampons in men's bathrooms.
I'll pray for your dead chicken, Marsha. I'll pray for her.
And identifying as kitty cats. Yeah. Please help us. Anyways, that is some ways we can help women's rights. Okay? Speaking from a woman. A true woman.
Oh, and what a woman you are, Michelle. What a fucking woman you are.
Okay. So now,
is that all we got for women's rights? 3.5 minutes?
I'd like to share my favorite guy on TikTok. I just love him to death.
Who?
Yes. and he's gay, so I'm not prejudiced or anything like that.
My favorite guy on TikTok. And by the way, I'm not prejudiced, but I do want to let you know that this man is gay. So that makes me an ally. Please be so fucking serious. Please be so fucking serious. Not that I'm not a bigot, I know a gay. Exactly.
I just want to speak for women's rights. Yes. I want to thank everyone that's supporting me and those who don't. Like my mom used to say, thank you for those who wish me well, and those that don't can go to hell.
Girl, you'll be right there with me, bestie. We can burn in hell together. How about that? We can burn in hell while your chicken Marsha's in heaven. How about that?
Yes. So let's take a look at my cutie pie on TikTok. I'll play that right here.
This is the gay from TikTok. This is the gay in question. She's gonna share the gay in question. All right, let's see it.
Get what you want. You can't always get. Hello, how's everybody doing? Are you guys done yet? Screaming and kicking and crying? No, I heard you're not. You know, I'm tired now. I've been sitting back and I've been watching this fuckery go on, and I'm tired, okay?
This person's handle's called Conservative Ant 2.0. The self-loathing MAGA gays, I really don't understand what they think their end goal is. Like, I really don't. Like, it's something I cannot understand. The only way I can conceptualize it is that they think that they're the exception. That they think that, like, they're somehow excluded from the conversation. That somehow they won't be impacted by, like, conservative policies. It's something that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, personally. Like, I just really don't understand how they think that they're different. And it really also always grinds my gears when gays don't support trans people. Like, the LGB without the T crowd is really fucked up, because if you don't know a lot about, like, queer history, and at least queer history specifically to the United States, like, when we celebrate Pride because of Stonewall and we talk about Stonewall, like, that was all led by trans people. Like, it was specifically, in particular, like, trans women of color who were leading that, like Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera. And so, like, to think that we, as gay people, as queer people, somehow got here and without, like, the massive amount of work from trans people is crazy. And to now all of a sudden try to, like, separate yourself from trans people is crazy. All right? Like, gay people would have very little without, like, the foundational groundwork put in by trans people. And what's fucked up is that to this day, it's trans people who are still, like, wildly, like, disproportionately discriminated against. I mean, not that, like, gay people in general aren't, because certainly we are in our community, but, like, trans people still, like, drastically are negatively impacted in different ways. And so, like, we owe so much to trans people. Except Caitlyn Jenner. Fuck her, and she murdered somebody. She hit somebody with her car, if you didn't know that. And also she's just an awful human. A fucking conservative grifter is what Caitlyn Jenner is, but here we are. So anyways, Listen, you're not gonna talk shit on trans people to me. Not me. Not my gay non-binary ass.
He won. It is what it is. Not only did he win, popular vote, over 80% of the country. I mean, now is enough is enough.
Was it over 80? I don't think it was over. Was it over 80% of the country? I don't think it was that much.
Okay? It's enough. Ghost government? And what you gonna do with the ghost government? Why don't you work with the current administration? Did you ever think about that? Why don't you try to work together to actually get shit done for we the people? How about that?
I don't know what he's talking about, a ghost government. I am not on these parts of TikTok. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even know ghost government. What that must be some part of TikTok I'm not on. That must be some part of the internet that I am thankfully not a part of.
Huh? How about we try to do that? Huh?
Girl,
Does that
what?
work out for you ever?
Girl, get a tripod. What is going on?
No? I know. We got that guy Rosie fucking Donald out here crying. She's a mess. That bitch ain't gonna make it.
What in the world does Rosie O'Donnell have to do with shit? And why are you misgendering her?
Mr. Rosie. Oh my god, that killed me.
Why is that? Why is misgendering somebody who identifies as a woman so funny to you? You're sitting over here talking about women's rights this, women's rights that. This guy was just misogynist as fuck towards Rosie O'Donnell, and you're laughing about it? How is that you supporting women? Did I miss something, y'all? Did I fucking miss something?
Killed me. Mr. Rosie.
She's not gonna fucking make it. I promise you. Okay?
Oh, she literally, I thought that was the end of the clip. She literally interjected herself laughing about misgendering Rosie O'Donnell. It wasn't a funny joke, and also, like, really fucking stupid. Get a life, Michelle. Why don't you go kill another chicken and eat it?
Get shit done!
Oh my god. He's doing too much. Bug Boy George, thanks so much for 2 months of subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. And Zucky Musk, hi, hello. Thanks so much for a full year of subscribing. Appreciate it.
How hard it is. Just get it done. Just get shit done. Stop crying now. Enough is enough.
That's too much. That's team too much, sir. Log off. That's too much. You're doing too much, my dude. I also hope he knows that he's, through all this, like, pick me gay stuff, he's literally just getting people like Michelle who want to listen to his opinions so that they can say that they're not homophobic. I mean, it's the same bullshit with Caitlyn Jenner, right? Like, she's a conservative grifter. She's out here grifting her way to being oppressed by people who don't view her as an actual woman. And they're both serving the same role, Caitlyn Jenner and this guy, which is to say a bunch of conservative talking points so that other conservative people can be like, I agree with a trans person. I agree with a gay person. I'm not a bigot. Look, I'm agreeing with what this gay person is. All the while, like, they really do care that you're gay. They really do care that you're trans. You're not gonna grift your way into these people accepting you truly for who you are, just for the record.
I stopped making fun of y'all now. Now it's been too much. Okay?
You're too much. You're sitting out here yelling and banging stuff against your phone while you record a TikTok. What do you mean? Kara Cunningham been off the rails lately too. That's what I heard. If you don't know, Kara's a trans woman who famously made the Leave Britney Alone video back in the day. And I've heard that she's going off the rails, grifting for conservative people too. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Not at all, not even a little bit.
Grab some heavy flows. For a white set vagina. Grab the... Just... You know what?
I also think it's so cringe when gay men try to make jokes about women and women's periods and things like that. Like, cringe. Sir, what do you know about a woman's wide set vagina? Tell me immediately. I would like to know what makes you qualified to sit here and talk about it. Like, it's giving misogyny again.
I gotta calm down. Down.
Please. Is that it? Are we good, Michelle? Why did the screen go black? Did I do something? No, it's still it's just a black screen. Michelle said I'm just uploading nothing for however long this is. Cool podcast, Michelle. You're doing great. How long is there's just nothing. I'm fast forwarding and there's just nothing. Oh, there she is. She finally comes back after a minute of silence, at least. A minute of silence. Maybe something got cut out or something from it.
Isn't he the cutest?
He's not even remotely attractive. Yeah, maybe she just needed the mid-roll ads or something. She needed her video to be over 8 minutes. That's so funny.
If you're not following them on TikTok, go follow them.
I won't be, but thank you for the suggestion.
He did so much when the hurricane hit Florida.
That was so awkward. Okay, great. I'm glad that he's helping people in Florida. And also, she literally had to read that note and then pause. This is the most uncomfortable podcast. Michelle, please be serious. Stick to cooking food and eating your chickens. I think that's where your niche success is on YouTube. I do mean that about cooking food. Like, of all the people we've ever watched cook food, like, Michelle does seem to cook somewhat decently in comparison to a lot of people. Which makes her an expert on eating her own chicken. but here we are.
Isn't he the cutest? If you're not following them on TikTok, go follow him.
You already said that. You already said that.
So much when the hurricane hit Florida.
Wait, did I rewind or did she literally just repeat her line off of her script again? I rewound it? Did I? No, I didn't. No, she literally just said that twice. She literally just said that twice.
Following them on TikTok, go follow him. I just love him. And he did so much when the hurricane hit Florida. Isn't he the cutest? If you're not following him on TikTok, go follow him. I just love him. And he did so much when the hurricane hit Florida.
This is so uncomfy. The way that she has to sit there and pause to read. That's so uncomfy. So uncomfy. She's so cringe, Michelle. And it's like the laughter being a part of it is clearly so forced. It's like clearly not her natural laugh, which I think is what makes it the most cringe. Outside of her literally just repeating it, it's the fact that she laughed in the exact same way because she's reading off of a script. Michelle, just get on here and say what you need to say.
He did so much when the hurricane hit.
She's saying it a third fucking time. Are you serious right now? Are you...
North Carolina, he did so much. I just love him. I love him so much.
Do you love him? Do you love him so much? Do you love him so much?
Okay, I'm going to end this video now that you've learned about some of women's rights, what we want, and I thank you for coming out here.
What a big old loser. What a big old loser you are, Michelle.
My video, and I'm going to take a couple days off now that I've taught you some more stuff.
She's put in so much hard work.
And we'll see you guys soon in another one. Be kind.
I don't know. This podcast wasn't very kind now, was it, Michelle? It sure wasn't. Wow, not everybody needs a podcast. Not everybody deserves a platform. That was something. Are you okay, Poe? Oh, anyways, sorry, I'm still recording. I just heard him make a noise. I'm like, well, where even is he? He's probably fine. Anyways, YouTubies, that is all I have time for today. I have a friend bringing over a coffee table and a rug that I need to get. But thanks so much for watching, for sticking through that nonsense. I appreciate you all so much. Bye, YouTubies! Subscribe!